I wanted to hate these paint pens so bad. If you're not familiar with Unco, they are the Kmart home brand. And before you jump into my comments and say, what do you mean Kmart? I thought they closed ages ago. Come down to Australia. They're thriving here, diva. But Unco makes everything and they make it cheaply. Do I want to support that as a brand? I'm not too sure. But if they make something within my wheelhouse, I have to know. Now, mind you, this is 20 Australian dollar dues for 36 markers. And even if they're my least favorite thick nib, that's not bad. But that, babes, means nothing if they don't perform well, so let's put them to the tester. Now, a swatch test is mandatory here because some of the marker lids, wildly different color to the paint inside the marker. That's on it being a cheap and probably white label product. Like, don't hate the player, hate the game. What I ended up doing was coloring a part of the lid with the paint pen itself. That way, at a glance, you can actually tell what paint you're going to be using. This paint also lays down one color and then dries a different shade, which, once again, not uncommon in your cheapy brands. Now, a swatch test is all well and good, but the real test of a paint marker is a final piece, so let's give that a go. We're rocking a cheeky fox today because enough people have asked me to do it that I have cracked under pressure. I'm bringing over the underpainting technique that I use on my brush pen experiments because I just thought it was neat. But also, spoiler alert, it stopped the colors that I laid atop of it from peeling the paper. So at this point, it feels like a no-brainer. Once that's done, we come in with a second color to give a bit of form to our illusory beast here. I was a little miffed that there wasn't a more mid-tone orange to work with this piece, but when you pay $20, beggars can't be choosers, you know? Now, this is the point where I was biting the walls because these paint pens are so acceptable. The color is consistent. The paint isn't glossy. And for Kmart to get this right, when literal art companies send me their paint pens for the purpose of review, and they can't get those fundamentals right, I feel gaslit here. The only gripe I really have here is that these paint pen nib sizes are not beginner friendly if you want to use them for illustration. Side note here, I'm showing you the difference between 1 coat and 2 coat with this weird streaky blue, and isn't that so much better? Anyway, these thick ass nibs. To use these for illustrations, you have to oversimplify your designs. You have to draw on a medium to large format. Like, I'm barely managing fine details here, and I've used these pens for 8 years. So my concern here is that I think people will try these cheap art supplies and think they hate paint pens because they can't get the details that they want from these products. They just got the wrong nib size for them. That's not a brand specific gripe. These paint pens were so good. Why were they so good? But Unco also does a cheeky brush tip paint pen as well, so let me know if you want me to test those too.